Before we get into the video, I want to let you guys know that my merch shop is now open. I have shirts, hats, stickers, and I'm still adding stuff. So if there's anything you'd like to see in my merch shop, please let me know. And if you see anything you like, the link will be in the description. Howdy, Simmers. Ever since The Sims announced the next expansion, I've been really in the mood to build a barn. It's not my typical kind of build, but what can I say? I'm feeling the country vibes. So first of all, I built this in Strangerville, which, as far as I'm aware, this was the world that is closest to the new one we're getting, which I believe is called Chestnut Ridge. So I don't build in Strangerville a lot, even though it is a really nice world, but I built up on this, like, kind of cliff area almost in the world, like the top part of the world where it has some, like, nicer houses. It's kind of a nicer neighborhood compared to, like, the little trailer park and the bar and the library and all that stuff. So, when we get into the game, you'll kind of see, like, because in this save I haven't actually done the storyline, you'll see that little Strangerville plants have popped up in some corners. They're not actually on the lot, so if you choose to put this in your save or something, they won't be part of the lot. But we don't have a lot of stuff that really fits the country vibe, so I had to work with what I got. So I used a lot of cottage living. I used some stuff from the Basement Treasures kit to get that kind of older vibe, because for whatever reason I associate country stuff with old people. Blame it on me being Gen Z, I guess. I don't know. I'm like early Gen Z, so I don't really associate with younger Gen Z. But yeah, the whole process of the stairs I cut out for you guys because it took me so long to find a matching stair railing and fence to go around the stairs, and I hate that the wood tones don't match, but the Sims team hates when wood tones match, so I just dealt with it. In the living room, I made an attempt to clutter up a little bit. So I'm not good at placing a lot of clutter typically. I'm not minimalist, but I'm definitely not like a clutter person in my game as well, which is funny because my room is a mess and I clearly have a lot of things. So cluttering is not my strong suit when it comes to The Sims, but I made an effort in the living room. And I tried to keep this somewhat colorful just because we have that very like patterned wallpaper in the main area that has like a bunch of brown and green and orange, and I used like beige and some orange, a lot of green and all that stuff. I tried to keep it fairly neutral with some color to it, so I think the living room area came out nice. For the kitchen, I used the cottage living counters, so keeping that country vibe. I could have also used the country kitchen set as well, I guess, but I did not think about it at the time, so there we go. But yeah, I think this house came out kind of nice. When we get to the top level of the house, I don't really do a lot of cluttering up there, and I think that's just because, like, the rooms get really small up there, and so there isn't that much room to clutter. But also, I may have just gotten, like, super tired by that point and didn't feel like cluttering. I don't know. You can call me lazy or something. I don't know. I do use cottage living windows, but I think the door is actually base game. And I wanted to use these modular shelves from the Book Nook kit, and I just couldn't really get the vibe I was going for, so I think I only end up using one. So I just delete the other part and basically center it on that wall. So, yeah. But it is a 2-bedroom and 2-bathroom house, and one of the rooms is designed to be a kid's room. So if you have a kid living in this barn, then they have a room. So, super great. But, yeah. I don't build barns typically, so this was kind of my first attempt at really building a barn. I've built a farmhouse before, which I was really, really proud of. But I used a reference photo when I built that, and for the barn, I just kind of went all in without using reference or anything. I just kind of thought about like, what does a barn look like typically? Because anytime I have seen a barn, they all look very generic. You know, it's a red building with like kind of a curved roof typically and like big barn doors, which we don't actually have in the game yet. And we are supposed to be getting one, but to me it looks like it's just going to be one of those open archways. So I don't think we're actually getting like a sliding barn door, unfortunately, which sucks. But we'll see when the pack comes out. But yeah, we are upstairs now in the bedroom, and like I said, these are really small rooms. So there's like no clutter up here, but I did get to put a mirror in here from the Basement Treasures kit, which I really, really like. And then moving on to the kids' room. This took me a little bit to pick out a bed because all of them felt not country enough to me. And then I think the bed I end up using doesn't even fit the country vibes either. So we need more country vibe stuff. I need this pack to come out so I can actually have like more country-esque stuff. But oh man. Outside is really the focal point for this build though, because in the backyard I put all of these like dirt patches from cottage living down to make like this big kind of gardening area. And then I also have the chicken coop out there and one of the sheds that you can put like a cow and llama in. So I was originally gonna do two rocking chairs out here as well, and then I was like, two is too many, so I just did the one. And then instead of putting a fence around this front, I just used some hedges to kind of mimic that, so that way I didn't have to put that ugly shade of brown railing all around the house. It's on the back there, but it's fine. Yeah, we're reaching into the patches now, getting stuff done. So, yeah. I really do like building in Strangerville. I just don't do it a lot because I don't really visit this world that much because all my houses I feel fit the vibes of the more like grassy areas like Willow Creek and Newcrest. But I think this came out okay for my first attempt. This is just called the barn on the gallery, so it's a very simple thing. But yeah, we're working on terrain stuff now. We're gonna grab just a few trees. And now that we are at the end of the video, I'm gonna hop into the game and show you what I've done. Alright, so here is the barn built in Strangerville, and like I said, we have a few of those little like Strangerville plants popping up around the lot. But I am really happy with how this turned out for the most part. I definitely think there are some things that I would maybe change, but I mean, overall, for my first attempt at this, I don't think it was bad. So, and I really do kind of like the scenery with like the mountainy stuff around it. I don't know. I think that it's nice. So let's go ahead and head in. Now, I did not put any outdoor lighting on this build, so if you want to add that yourselves, go ahead. I just forgot to do it. We walk in, and this is the living room, which I am really proud of. I used the couch from the Basement Treasures kit, and I'm really happy with this area just because, like, I don't know, it definitely gives me older vibes, older country vibes, I guess. But we have kind of the old-timey TV. We got a standing lamp, which I think actually flickers in live mode, so that's really cool. Uh, and then over here we have just the dining room, and you can kind of see back here I have the little, like, bookshelf and the seating area right across from that. And here is the kitchen. And it's a nice-sized kitchen, actually, for what it is. So this counter has nothing on it, so it is a functional kitchen. And then coming over here, we have the bathroom this way. And it's a decent sized bathroom as well. I got a big sink in here with a little like counter next to it that's just got some stuff. And yeah. And then over here we have just a little like computer officey type of area. So I figured it would be nice to have that in this house, and I use this like old-timey looking computer as well. It kind of looks like a typewriter. It's yeah, and then we go up the stairs, and like I said, I did use this very patterned wallpaper, so I was trying to get kind of the vibes of the wallpaper in the living room with the colors and yeah. But we come up here, and this landing space really doesn't have anything. It has an easel and a chess table, and then some doors. So in here is the second bathroom, which is a lot smaller than the other one. And then up here is also the kids' bedroom, which, like I said, is very small. All of these rooms are really small up here, okay? I'm sorry. The kids' room is also a little bit plain, but I mean, hey, we have some flower decals on the wall. What else could you need? And then through this last door, we have the master bedroom, which the mirror is a little bit dirty, but that's fine. And then over here, we have the bed and a little like side area. So yeah, that's the whole inside of the house. But then you come out here from kind of near that officey space, and you have the backyard where you have the shed and a gardening space and the chicken coop. And I think the backyard is actually my favorite part of this whole build just because it looks nice, I guess. I don't know. But that is the barn. It is available up in the gallery for you guys. My ID is TheSimmingKoalaa with 2 A's. It's always in the description for you guys if you want to download anything from there. And yeah, that is all that I have for you guys today. So let me know in the comments what you think of this build. Of course, leave me any feedback or criticism you have for this build because, like I said, it is my first time attempting to build a barn. So if you have any advice for what to do in the future, I can definitely try to make another barn. But yeah, like I said, it is available in the gallery for you guys, so if you want to download it, it is there for you guys. And with that, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you have notifications on so you don't miss anything. Be sure to follow my socials, links are below. I'll see y'all soon. Bye!